been playing this way for about 27 years. And it all started with the simple fact that I wasn't able to develop a fast picking hand. So to compensate, I began adding in notes here and there with my second and third fingers of my right hand. And after doing that for a while, I became more and more efficient at it, and I started realizing the advantages of doing so. You know, I was hearing these things in my head that I couldn't get to, and I kind of had to invent a way of getting to those things that I was hearing, and this was my solution. So then later when I went to Berkeley, you know, I had been, you know, I just made the decision one day to say, okay, well, I'm going to kind of reinvent how I'm doing things here and come up with a whole system, the whole reorganization for my scales, pentatonics, my triad arpeggios, my seventh-fold arpeggios. And that is what I've been refining over the past 27 years or so. And that is what that brings me up to date today, and I continue to refine My entire system of playing is based on what I call a 2-and-2 system. It's simply 2 left-hand fingers followed by 2 right-hand fingers. My scales, pentatonic scales, triad arpeggios, and seventh-fold arpeggios have been reorganized and reshaped to accommodate that system. I thought I'd spend a second here and give you a small demonstration and something that you can kind of check out. And I'm going to show you how I work with my 4-note per string scales. With the major scale, in the major scale modes, we have what we call tetrachords, or 4 adjacent notes in a scale. And there's 4 of them. The first one is whole, whole, half. And I'm going to do this from G. You know, with my 2-and-2 system, it's 2 lefts and 2 rights. So G, A, and B and C with the right hand. Okay, that's what I call fragment 1. Now fragment 2 is whole step, half step, whole step. Okay, so I'm using 1 and 3 and 1 and 3 with the right hand. Fragment 3 is half step, whole step, whole step. And then finally fragment 4 is whole step, whole step, whole step. Now those are the hammer-ons. The pull-offs, going back to the fragment 1, the pull-offs I go in an upwards direction as if I'm playing fingerstyle. I'm actually plucking the string. I tap it and I pluck it to the next finger, or like that. It's like half pluck, half pull-off. Pull off again, an upwards motion, and then pull off. All right? So now, putting this into a longer scale, the order of the fragments as I go from low string to high string is fragment 1, then fragment 1 again, then fragment 2, 2, 3, 3. Every time I switch strings, I'm going up a diatonic fifth in the scale, and that happens to be, for our example, perfect fifths. circle of fifths, or cycle 5. Now, for the fragments, I'm going to play fragment 1, go up a fifth, play fragment 1 again, go up another fifth, I play fragment 2, fragment 2 again on the G string at the 9th fret on E, up another fifth, this time going up 3 frets to the 12th fret or B and playing fragment 3, fragment 3 again from F sharp on the high E string. Right, that's the entire scale. Okay, going backwards. Right, notice things about the silhouette that I forgot to mention in my previous video. First thing is they're I love the shape. It's a little bit smaller body, and I love how it balances right there on my leg like this. It just fits me beautifully. I love the shape of the neck, very, very comfortable neck. And also they are just built like tanks, absolutely. I mean, I've had this guitar for 5.5 years. I've done countless gigs with it. I've dropped it. I've knocked it over in seminars and clinics and classes. And I'm looking at it right now, and I see one little nick right here. I don't know if you can see this. I'll put it into the camera too. That's the only nick in 5.5 years. And I'm pretty rough with my instruments sometimes. I try not to be, but you know, you can't help it. So